curved screens.
Yes.
What's this?
Well, it's actually something we've sort of seen a little bit already with Samsung. The issue is at the moment that every smartphone, broadly speaking, looks the same.
Yeah.
If I put 6 smartphones in front of my almost 70-year-old mother, she might have a little bit of difficulty differentiating between them. So each smartphone maker probably needs to try to, push the boundaries a little bit.
Yeah.
The issue that Apple has, of course, is that the leader in screen technology is Samsung. Apple buys a lot of its screens from Samsung. Samsung is the competitor, so it's really playing catch-up.
Yeah, what's this touchless gesture control? Do we need that or not?
Well, I mean, you can ask that about almost any iPhone innovation, whether you need it. You might want it, that's the thing. Ultimately, we don't quite know exactly what it's going to look like. You've got to read Mark Gurman's scoop on this. It's a great story. We've seen a little bit of this already. Google, in fact, has been working on similar technology with Infineon, the German chip maker, since about 2014. So it might again be an instance of Apple playing catch-up. It'll all be a question of the implementation. As Apple says many times, they don't always want to be first to the market with something, but they try to be best. There might be, at the moment, we've got very used to pinching, squeezing, swiping to navigate our phones. In future, who knows? It is not necessarily waving above the phone, but just above the surface of the phone so you don't necessarily touch it. That seems to be the direction it's heading.
Fascinating. Now, is it for that development itself that Apple has done this, or is it to allow Apple to do other things in the future, Alex?
You mean in the sense that why they're pushing these sort of innovations?
Exactly.
Look, we don't know. We don't know the rationale for anything they're doing. Quite often we see with Apple that they will implement a kind of an innovation and then gradually layer on top new functionalities. The whispers that I've heard, certainly, excuse me, is that, with Face ID and the whole the 3D depth perception that they have in the new iPhones, those sort of technologies are only scratching the surface right now in terms of implementation. There'll be a lot more things that Apple are able to do further down the line. This technology that Mark has written about is still several years away, and so the early deployments that we see will perhaps have basic functionality and build onto it in the subsequent years.